Oh, baby. It's time for two titans of the community to face off in CrossKeys. I'm Dante.
Time to get wet.
Oh, time to get wet, Andy says. And I've got Ari here. How's it going, man?
That's going great. Looking forward to this match. Should be a good one.
Yeah, Andy and Teto should be very entertaining. Teto, very animated person. I always enjoy watching his streams. He gets super excited, so I'm really hoping we get a lot of really good reactions out of both of these guys today.
Yeah, they're definitely both very animated people, and of course, very talkative. Always, always reacting to things. So it's gonna be a good one. Like, if not just for the race value, for the entertainment value alone, should be great.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, this is 3-3, week 7 of CrossKeys 2020 E3. Both of these guys are unfortunately eliminated from bracket contention, but they can play the Swiss stage out and get 2 more races in, including this one. So 1 more after this. I guess they're gonna try and maybe eke out either finishing 4-4 or maybe above 500 if possible.
Yeah, I mean 5-3 still sounds like a pretty good score. Like with the field that this tourney has had, like even just 3-5, 4-4, it's still very respectable. Like if you just look at any of the top matchups, it's ridiculous. But yeah, 5-3 definitely the goal at this point.
That's a lot of A's, sir.
Damn.
Well, we are kicking off, it seems. Teto had readied up, and I think they're getting ready to go. I always forget about the little extra delay with doing the crops here, but we are off.
Right, mixed starts as well, so that's a good sign.
Well, at least we're gonna find out, like, fairly early where Sank is. Is it gonna be Dark World? It is not. It's actually Vanilla today.
Yeah. That's boring. Okay, a little bit of issue with the first try setup, but yeah, somehow the fake flipper setup can be so finicky.
I hate it so much. It's cursed.
Yeah, there are a couple people, like, at first, like over the past year or two, the community has kind of transitioned away from, like, opening with this, from the potion shop into Houlihan start. But because look at this, like, both the resource attempts from Andy, like, some bombs. We're stacked already. I'm sure they're giving us anything, and of course, like, if the well is here in Useless Ferry, then it will have to come back later anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That was match bet, wasn't it?
I think so. I'm half paying attention and half dancing to this nice MSU pack of Kirby Superstar. Ooh, the Moon Pearl, pretty early on here for Teto. That's in a pretty easy spot to get to. I guess kind of being rewarded for the old meta strat of doing this drop down.
Yeah, I like with some bombs too, so we're gonna get some bombs, some money. So resource-wise, both runners seem to be in a pretty good spot after this. And the Moon Pearl can take a while for Andy to get to. Like,
yeah,
because of the transition away from this start, people usually also delay it a little bit too much at times. So if Andy finds some stuff to do, he might not have the Moon Pearl for a while, and maybe actually resort to some bunny walking at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Sword in the back of the well for Andy, so that's a good find. Teto racking up the cash. Flippers too, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a pretty good start for both of them.
So Teto going to continue on with the eastern part of Hyrule. We do get Hyrule Castle mid. So, getting some extra connectors available to us pretty early.
Yeah. Some more money for Andy, and here we have our first connector. Of course, the Teto will be able to do whatever is in here, but sadly we're going to need a mirror to explore this further.
I'm assuming he went out left side of Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Teto just kind of follow Andy's early tracks, so hopefully he'll be able to find that sword and those flippers as well. And yeah, Andy, first one in Kakariko, finds a spy cave.
Always nice to have that kind of early on, but also terrible to have it in general. I always want that to be at GT, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's pretty rough to... like, deciding when to go back there is a huge pain.
It is pretty close to a spawn point, just in case we do have to get back in, but we are finding the Lost Woods drop down in Kakariko. Just 10 bombs, though.
Yeah, it would be a nice refill if we ever need it, but we're never gonna drop down. Like, they won't remember that if they ever are low on bombs. So Teto is actually not going to Lost Woods just yet, but Andy does find Desert left, okay.
Yeah, we'll take that. That's going to be new information for us. We'll be able to look at the torch, assuming Andy does, and he will. The mirror is here. Okay, already got a nice reaction from him. So we want the boots ASAP, more than usual.
Oops. Oh.
I was really hoping.
Nice, still not complaining about that.
So yeah, Indy looks to be taking that Death Warp to not go through any of these connectors. Teto gonna farm up those bombs with that 10 pack, not have to worry about any resources. I do want to point out how amazing Teto's tracker is with the modified images. It's perfect. Absolutely perfect.
It's actually 10 out of 10.
I believe that was a CT small on the bottle vendor, which Andy does not have enough cash for at the moment.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume he will find out what that is soon enough. Okay, my area connector. What's
New
going
and
on?
exciting info.
And useless fairy in Magic Pad.
Ooh, TR Wright showing up at the Smith house.
Nice to know about early as well. Like, that's definitely a lower investment than Spy Cave to come back to.
Oh, dude, Hype Cave. Man, see, Andy's wasting a little bit of time here doing this. You know, with that Moon Pearl just being right around. Could be getting all this. And speaking of getting all this, Mini Moldrum Cave for Teto. Gonna get 5 whole items.
Yeah, and it's nice to know that the price pack is the big variety one for the Mini Moldrums. Oh, the Eastern package.
This is Zelga's. Yeah, this is Zelga's cave today. We can just head right on into Eastern when we find it.
All right. So Andy also picking up the CT small. And it kind of looks like Teto will be ending his routes at the old lady, so he'll probably end up in the Mire area and then probably save quit after.
Yeah, probably so. We do get TR left. Andy is headed in.
Yeah, a little bit of a spicy decision. Yeah. Like, especially, I guess he has the sword that Teto doesn't. But even with a fighter sword, this fight is a pain.
Yeah, it's just so slow, and then if you take a hit, you're dead. There's not much like else to say about it except don't get hit.
Yeah.
And that Pokey moves so fast, but Andy getting the spins and the slash in. Getting it down. What are we gonna find on the lava chest? It is another bottle. So that's number 2.
Blue goo number 2. Teto doesn't actually have any arrows yet to use his bow with.
He does have a TR small though, so he doesn't have to worry about this. He can just head right on in. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite him.
Probably not. Like, only finding one TR small is so rare. and like he'll always be able to come back for the poke key if he needs to.
Yeah, for sure.
And has a little resource farm here. Also making sure that he's able to take at least one chomp hit.
It's exactly what you want.
Speeds of Heart on chomps. And we're gonna continue with the CAC route.
So Andy will get a map here. I'm assuming he was laughing there about he's not like just standing there not hitting the right button, I think.
I've never done that in my life.
No one has. I'm not sure if we saw Teto do front of tavern here. I'm assuming so.
No.
Ooh, no,
oh my
we
God,
didn't.
Another connector.
Connector Rico. I don't know. That sounded better in my head than when it came out, so I apologize.
It's pretty good. Oh my goodness. All the Dark World axes. Okay, so we have the stuff south of CAC, and he still needs to check the Smith section. Oh, and this, right? The enemy Molten Cave. Still pretty important. Wouldn't want to miss out on your eastern package.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm really interested in seeing what Teto's gonna get here in Hype Cave.
Boots.
Oh man, boots would be really interesting. That would be really spicy for Teto. Okay, a glove.
Oh,
that's really
okay.
good. Hera small. Okay, I saw red for a second. I thought it was. I thought it was boots.
That's still pretty spicy though. Those gloves might elude Andy for just a little bit. Like, yeah, you know that Hype Cave is in the Mire area, and it doesn't take a long time to get there. But it's still a pretty isolated spot in CAC. Like, you don't have that much incentive to go anywhere else just yet.
Yeah, for sure. And that's gonna open up like a lot of entrances along the way. You know, Ice Rod Cave area has one. The M Rock area, you know, left of Dam, is gonna have one as well. So you want to be able to get into those.
Yeah, just being able to single dip those areas is super good. And yeah, on the other hand, it also might like make him go to the Lost Woods area just a little bit easier because of the DMA cave on the way. He'll be able to do
Yeah,
back
for sure.
escape. So a couple of small things that might make it easier for Teto.
Alright, so the Smith is going to be at the Light World Arrow game. Or the Game of Chance, as it actually is in vanilla.
Oh,
right.
Okay, let's go.
I guess we're just diving right on in. And Teto is going to dive right on into Dark World here.
Yeah, because he can actually do a little bit in this area. Like, sure, it's not very comfortable without a sword or something. Yo, thanks for the sub, Outer Fiesta.
Let's go.
Let's go, Andy.
He's pumped.
Both runners actually looking pretty pumped up right now.
Yeah, I would say that both runners should be feeling pretty good about their start. Like, it's kind of a comfy start item-wise. Like, especially for Andy having a sword and a bow, just proper equipment so far. Also some overall reversal clippers. But yeah, the Moon Pearl and Glove for Teto might be a little bit of a bonus.
I feel like it is a massive bonus. It just obviously depends on where these items show up, but you know, if he gets boots and can get that mirror, which he doesn't know where that is yet, you know, it's gonna be in his favor to clear this out sooner. But we do see King's Tomb, and it is absolutely nothing.
Good shovel. We'll be able to continue our route. Okay, Teto needs to be a little bit careful.
He's unfazed, laughing it off.
He literally doesn't care.
All right, small key to GT, kind of nice. 300 in chess game. Not required, but always nice to have.
Yeah, that guard is like the Dark World Usain Bolt. Sometimes he just gets you. But it's not too bad to just not go into the Dark World just yet, so it's fine.
Yo, to Skippy with the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it. Alright, Teto gonna utilize that glove, head to back of escape as Andy checks Vanilla Big Key Chest and Eastern, getting a Cane of Samaria, probably required, not guaranteed yet. Just a map, heart, piece, and 50 rupees in back of escape.
Yeah, that cane not really doing anything just yet because we only found the middle 2 parts of Turtle Rock. Without the big key, no real way to get a laser bridge. And he managed to get the key, go all the way to Armos. I'm pretty sure we won't see a spicy Armos variation, sadly.
Yeah, no frame saving strats probably from Andy. I gotta say, this MSU pack, this song is just way too hype for Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
I get the theme of it being the first level, so to speak.
It's supposed to be like lighthearted and all that, and Eastern sure is, but it's a bit too hype.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I get those jams in.
Gonna get the conventional quick kill for Armos, a little safer, not quite as fast, but this is actually a pretty good route as we get Crystal 1. Getting that shovel in here and coming from the north, you're gonna be able, or Andy's gonna be able to just kind of head right to that shovel spot if he chooses to.
Yeah, it's a good way to enter it out, then go to Link's house and start exploring from there, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing on race game today.
All right, Teto getting all his Lost Woods information. Gonna be getting his sword very soon. Probably gonna wish maybe he had that for that Dark World play a little while ago.
Yeah, being able to go to the east from there would have been pretty good too, for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, so just some garbage at the dig spot, and Andy is off to the house, the casual 16-minute Link's house check.
Could have been worse. We gotta go see the castle. Okay.
You know, a lot of times people really just want to try and route the castle in. If you know where the mirror is, when you've got Dark World access, and maybe an extra, I don't know. But we do find Sick Kid. It is hot garbage, just a shield.
It's pretty difficult to decide though. Like, if you do know where the mirror is, do you want to delay like the tracks that would be good?
Sure.
You got the mirror or not? So, like, I would have hated skipping, like, just delaying Horror Castle for just a little bit, but yeah, not the easiest to make.
I think that was Mini Moldrum Cave that Teto walked into, but we do have Fairy Ascension. And we're going through it.
All the connectors.
Yeah, we're missing what? Old Man and Top of Spiral? There's a few
like
others.
We have like the Deathman's Ascension Cave or Descent Cave.
Right.
We still have Hookshot Cave, Spiral Cave, Bumper Lace. Like, we still have a couple. Like, there's a lot of connectors, but we found a way up the mountain. Oh, that's super comfy.
Yeah, you love to find that early. Ooh, Ice Palace, another dungeon we can add to our list of things found. And Andy gonna go ahead.
Exactly. Go ahead. Okay. Andy also finding our castle, actually dipping it with the sword. Like, it's a lot comfier than than with the no equipment that Teto had. So we'll see if Andy also just decides to check the other exits.
We do see Quake and K45 up on the mountain for Teto. Unsure if we need that just yet, but could come into play.
Yeah, we know what Myra's bombos, but it could still be good for Turtle Rock. Okay, 2 entrances left for Teto to find the old man. It could be in Hera, locked behind the mirror, but it does look like this one is it. Actually, it was only this one that was possible, because it can't be right in the place where you
Okay.
put the old man.
I've never actually understood that it couldn't be that, but I kind of assumed based off of me never seeing it there.
Yeah.
So it would be kind of interesting to walk out with him and then he just walks right back in.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the idea. Maybe it would be too derpy. But maybe there's just some actual reason for it.
All right, just 20 bucks on the old man.
Game crash is a good reason.
Yeah, we're getting some confirmation in chat about the game crashing if that happens. So that's fun. When you crash the game, it's always fun and exciting. Speaking of fun and exciting, Andy is in the dark rooms in the sewer area. Going to be heading towards Dark Cross. It's a pod small for his troubles. Teto, meanwhile, on the dark side of the mountain. Gonna be jumping down. Finds Paradox. It's a big ol' item cave right here.
Yeah, the only one we haven't found yet, I think, is the Blind Hideout, right? Ooh, baby.
Ooh, baby. Oh, and we're going a little further east on Andy's side, and we see that is Spec Rock, where we can actually go get the item. Andy doing a double take, but deciding to go get it. Teto getting the hook shot. Teto is on it right now.
Finding a lot of money as well, so he's living the life. Andy, in comparison, just has a poultry son. Okay, so Teto's gonna follow the last exit. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, so Andy probably gonna check everything out over here and then maybe go back in, drop down.
Another connector.
Bumper lower. It's Connector City in the light world today.
I'm kind of surprised that Teto decided not to follow the other Paradox exits after checking the bottom left entrance.
Yeah, for sure.
Just gonna clean up the South Cat checks and then probably head back to Trick Shovel after he finds it.
Andy does find front of Skull Woods, or rather back. Gets a bug net.
Oh, that's true. He can activate the flute and then do whatever he wants. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
Alright, Teto gonna be heading into Eastern here. Seems to be very excited about it.
Yeah, hopefully he's gonna get the cane. I don't think he's an Eastern Bikini just skipper. Like, left side swamp is kind of his standard play, but I don't think Eastern is in his repertoire.
Okay, so Andy popping out in that area on the mountain. That's not going to be relevant until we have that mirror. Yo, Losus, do appreciate the tier 1 sub. Teto gonna have a little bit of an easier time here. You know, a couple of room transitions saved with that hook shot. But Andy gonna finish routing in Light World. And finds Front of Thieves outside of the Eastern Palace area. So 4 checks here, no big key just yet, but does get the small key to its own dungeon.
Wonderful. Doesn't even... Okay, sure, take D-boost there.
Yeah, set him up. Okay, we're back down to 1.
Don't set up too much.
Yeah, you don't want to regret it. Teto getting his GT small and going to be headed to Eastern Vanilla Big Key chest. So that's going to be good for Teto. Going to make sure get that Cane of Samaria. Big key to Turtle Rock for Andy. So we know where the right side is, and that's 2 more checks. Big chest plus the chest after in Crystal Roller.
Yeah, very important one. And Ether, so yeah. 2 out of 3 that we can open to a rock once we finally find a whole bunch of items to get over there.
Maybe one day we'll be strong enough to get over there. Speaking of, we found back at Turtle Rock.
That's
Teto
very nice, though. Oh.
I was gonna say Teto heading to back of Eastern, and Andy now getting a big key to Skull Woods. Okay, so I guess Andy is gonna head to gonna take this opportunity to head to Crystal Roller.
I don't know how I feel about this one. Like, I think you would just kind of want to combine it with the big chest.
The big chest?
But
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I'm no CrossKeys expert, but now I feel like that big chest is going to be very de-incentivized. Like, there's going to be no incentive to go there. But he does get a Master Sword, so I guess I can't complain too much if I'm in his shoes. This is why he's playing and not me.
Fucking lucksuck, isn't he?
Oh my gosh. All right, Teto into the Armos fight. Gonna get set up for the standard quick kill as well. Gets the first 5 arrows delivered to the right, and then a nice 13 down. Gonna get his compass to ice and pick up his first crystal.
All tied up.
Who's winning?
Yeah, who's winning? Indeed. I mean, it's been pretty different routes from so far. Like, we have a little bit of overlap in items, but that's natural. Like, of course, you're gonna target the big hubs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're like, both runners have their own little advantages so far.
And I'm sitting here thinking, like, unless this is something major for Andy, this is gonna kind of force him either to make a South Shore play or finally check the Flute 2 spot and potentially, you know, go get that Moon Pearl. But, oh, C-shaped house could be progression. It's not.
Oh, it totally isn't. Okay, so Teto's gonna activate his flute, and then we'll see where he's gonna be led. I guess South Shore kind of is the natural progression here. Like, I think we've only seen him do Mini Modern Cave so far, so he can still like go to the dam in west or go to Ice Rock Cave. Like, also with that flute, we do have like all the entire Zora area open as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, but Andy is going to get his Moon Pearl now, so we'll see how fast that brings him back to Kakariko and to the Mire area.
Kakariko, the Mire area, and then finding his way onto the mountain for that, you know, the hook shot and the flute. So, like, I wouldn't say Andy's behind, but I would say Teto's in kind of the driver's seat for the moment, just because he has all, like, at least one of the 2 major transportation items to ease of getting around the world.
Yeah, definitely. Like, this flute is just going to be a big incremental advantage. And together with just having the glove and the Moon Pearl, just make sure he can do whatever he wants at this point until he finds the boots and hopefully gets to the mirror at some point.
We're probably going to see a reaction out of Andy on this one as we see Hyrule Castle right.
A little bit.
A little bit of, this is here?
It's like, Teto could have had this for a while.
Spoilers, he did. Andy out of here. Teto going back, or rather downward in escape to Zelda Cell.
Yeah, it's gotta be a little bit of death warping as well for him. But at least we're still on Green Mill, so it's not gonna take a long time. Okay, it's gonna go straight back to Cacto, so...
This may be kind of a hedging your bets type deal. You know, it's still pretty early on, and if something's here, he's also got, you know, what, Big Chest? I guess he's handling that too, of TR. I was gonna say, like, if Teto gets that ahead of him, in his mind, he's potentially thinking, if there's progression there, I'm gonna be hosed. So, 20 bucks in that big chest, but we do have 8 of the 12 TR chests already open.
Yeah, no real incentive to follow it all the way back to the front for only one check and an exit. But yeah, beelining straight back to Meyer is probably a pretty good play to hedge your bets, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he'll definitely be rewarded for it. Ted was saving some arrows and setting up for the death warp here.
Luckily, not a refill for Teto. Gonna be pretty quick on that. Andy probably gonna, I was gonna say talk to the NPC again and nothing will happen, but does avoid that.
Imagine being so on top of your game if you don't do that. No real response from Andy for the gloves, so... Alright, so both runners Vitreous and each other's steps a little bit.
Yeah, and that's kind of what you expect here at CrossKeys. Andy gonna get a couple convenience things, nothing major here, and I believe it was a pod small in Dark Cross here for Teto. He's gonna have a little bit of an easier time potentially with having hook shot, just being able to like hook over to the torch to the right and then potentially back to the left to find that chest rather quickly, but does a good job actually not using that hook shot and does find it.
Yeah, the possible is definitely nice to have for both runners. Just the first one, opening up the front. Like, of course, they would want a second one before they find it, just to be able to clear out, like, 10, 11 checks.
Mm-hmm. So, Old Man's save and quit point is going to put us out on top of Hyrule Castle. We can't check that middle entrance yet for Teto. He does have access to it, but there is, as you were talking about exploring them, Ari, Paradox Lower going to be up on the castle.
Good to have that info. Of course, also makes it a little bit harder for Teto to actually come back to Paradox if top does lead to something, but...
I mean, if we do get the mirror, there is a way, it's just not a fun way.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mirror block the lead and then bomb jumping over. Oh, such a good time. But it's probably better than fluting to one walking all the way up to Spike Cave.
We do see Desert Ledge as a heart container. No value really to be had. I don't think either runner is going to be desperately seeking to get that. But we do find Ice Rod Cave. I don't know if did Teto actually do this entrance?
No, he got led away by the Hyrule Castle East. Man, that Ice Rod Cave looked more like Misery Mire Cave. That green.
Yeah, it was Mountain Dew flavored, or lime jello. Alright, so all the way, Hylia stuff's garbage.
Yeah, Teto hasn't actually checked this entrance yet. Yeah, with so many connectors, it's so easy to just be led astray. Like, I myself, I just follow connectors all the time. If I see one, I'm just like ooga booga. I'm gonna follow it.
It's so tempting. It takes such restraint to not follow it, because you know you're just like, oh, what is this gonna do to me? Probably nothing, and then it does something to you that you absolutely hate.
He's gonna put you out of bonk rocks or something. And say, oh yeah, can't do it.
All right, Teto on the east side of the mountain, moving on up, and gonna be getting all this information about Bumper Cave and Skull Woods. All right, Andy actually gonna go through with this. If you are here as an Andy fan, you are gonna want him to go through this to potentially get, I believe, that hook shot and that flute.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, I forgot that Skull Woods wasn't here as well. Yeah, it kind of looks like, yeah, most of the stuff's drying up. We still have Ice Rod Cave and the Zor area left open, but other than that, most of the level checks have been checked. So,
yeah, we're probably gonna have to go through Brothers, which, you know, is in Kakariko, and, yeah, that's gonna take us to Dark World, and then it's kind of a figure it out from there.
Yeah, exactly. And we do have access from there to, like, almost the entire Dark World, like, between having Gloves, Flippers, Hookshot, we can kind of go wherever we want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, of course, it's like all the way over in North Dark World, and then getting anywhere will take ages. Yeah, so we'll be following this, get stuck on Death Mountain as well.
So we have a question. What tracker is Teto using? It is basically Dunka's tracker that most runners use, but you can replace, if you download it locally, you can replace the icons with whatever images you like, and I believe these are all like MS Paint drawn ones by Teto, which I think are fantastic.
Or using MS Paint. He's a ridiculously good artist, isn't he?
For sure.
Yeah, there's a couple of runners who really like using like their own version of the Dunker tracker. Like there's also Jen, who mostly runs special boots and stuff, and his tracker is like a masterpiece of memes.
Yeah, his are sometimes very niche, but very good.
Okay, we've had a backup desert here. And we also still have those two other exits as well for...
We definitely do. So Teto does have enough money, Andy farming money. I missed whatever that was on Teto's screen.
I couldn't see it. You're cropping, man. What's going on here?
I was trying to get his red lines out of it on his stream, and I guess I cropped a little too much, so blame Dante. If he goes for it, we'll know it's important.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's a small key.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, it's not important. Marking it off. Okay, Andy about to find his two big progression items.
Alright, and Teto gonna do Back of Old Man now. Show us what is here.
Yeah, if this is like something like Footage for Outcast or something, that would be a really nice starting spot. Oh, but that's pretty good too. It's 4 good entrances. Oh, and info. Swamp in Desert. He didn't even check what he needed for the Total Rock entrance, so I guess he's just not assuming that it's gonna need to come back there anytime soon.
We do find Meyer's Shed down here. Will this be of value? Half magic and 3 bombs, so somewhat value, but not major.
Yeah, not really that relevant yet with our current equipment, but hopefully soon. Yeah, so the starting spots from Old Man are somewhat okay, but not like superb. Like back for Old Man definitely will be a bit better once we find the mirror as well and gain access to the rest of the Lightwall Death Mountain. Andy also not following the rest of the Paradox. We'll probably just like rush and activate the flute.
I'm genuinely surprised from both of them that nobody at least checked like the top.
Yeah, I probably didn't want to get just left out of the exit and not be unable to check like the bottom left mountain entrance. So it makes somewhat sense, but it's a little rough.
All right, Teto's got to be careful. Like if he dies to a crab, I'm gonna be a little sad because you know that's apparently Andy's thing. Oh, speaking of Paradox, there's your upper.
Never punished. Okay, so Teto hasn't checked Eastern area yet, and Andy still has to do like all the water checks and Ice Rock Cave. Okay, we know where this leads. So maybe he's going to walk from library over to the brother connector now. The only problem is that he's on like negative health. So entering the Dark World on 1 heart is not exactly where he wants to be. But the next Medium Oldham drop can be a fairy.
Oh, there it is! Not doing it!
Teto, what? Okay.
Please! Please go get it!
Oh, nice stun prize, by the way.
Yeah, 20s for stun prize is nice. So yeah, this is pretty much a wash at this point. Okay, so Teto is going to go ahead and do the eastern area. Andy giving us the old eye roll as he finds Spiral. So I'm trying to think. I think Teto has Zora up on Andy. And that's it?
Yeah, like I think so. Maybe a little bit of connector stuff, but Andy has done Desert, which Teto hasn't yet, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Teto did a little bit of Dark World stuff. Oh, East Dark Death Mountain, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, it just seems really even now. Like Teto's gonna find Thieves down here. We'll be getting his TR big and his Ether. So we'll see if Teto actually checks like the. Oh, this is Laser Bridge first. We'll see if he gets his. Oh, he has more incentive to check.
Oh, he almost double died. That was so close.
Yeah, that could have been real bad.
Oh, dude. I'm glad it worked out the way it did, but that was super scary. So double dying, if you die on the exact same frame or you take additional damage, like you die twice basically, it can cause the game to crash and can cause very bad things to happen to your save file. And yeah, it's not great for racing.
That's right. Yeah, so the idea is that you get hit by the laser at the same time that you lose the health from falling, which is like a Japanese 1.0 only thing. That you are actually able to take damage while you're falling. It's definitely rough. But yeah, Teto has extra incentives to actually check Crystal Rudder because he doesn't have the TR big yet. So doing this makes a lot of sense for him.
Okay, yeah, so he'll get his master here. 2 playable swords. Just not the ideal swords.
Yeah, so we'll see that if after a save and quit, he might actually check the Castle Tower entrance as well. And it's like the one thing that he can do still.
Alright, I think I saw arrows on Andy's screen, so now we know what we're leaving behind.
A tragedy.
All right, Andy's GT small on Zora. Gonna save and quit and decide where to go to. I don't think Andy has done the old man start point, which is what he's doing now, so he'll have that info. This will actually give us a new entrance at the Vanilla Aga Tower entrance here.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Teto will be able to do this soon as well, but the wrong hype cave.
Maybe it's hype if you're playing Pato Lotto, but not
It definitely
today.
is. Imagine getting a hint and 6 checks. Huge.
It's like basically a very condensed Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
Teto
You don't even need a bow.
Yeah, you don't even need the bow. So Teto gonna head on to checks 3 and 4 here in Thieves Town. Gonna get his Ether Medallion as well as that TR Big Key. A little bit of a chuckle from him there after seeing that, after spending some time in TR. But Andy up on the mountain now. Gonna be covering this area that Teto did.
And all we're screaming is just go to the dark world.
We want to see new content. This is old content.
We don't want reruns of our shows. We've seen the the Frieza fights 20 times now.
So Andy finding Myershed gonna get his half magic. But yeah, that's basically Light World for both these runners. Now Teto has done a little bit in Dark World. Took that unfortunate death early on, but they're basically even at this stage.
Yeah. Yeah, one last entrance for Teto here. The M cave, not the M rock. Yeah, any first one into like a real trip into Dark World proper, I guess.
I mean, you could say Teto's was real. It was real to me.
I mean, it was without a sword. It was a slight problem.
It was just brief.
It was brief. But yeah, Teto following suit.
Yeah, all things considered, basically even. Teto's got a little bit of Dark World knowledge up on Andy, but Andy's actually getting all that now. So Teto gonna be maybe a couple screens ahead, barring he doesn't die again. Please.
Yeah, the thing that Andy has on Teto is the mirror knowledge. Like, that could be a huge difference.
Yeah, because Andy will know exactly where to rush to. We did just see that dark cave lead to... I want to say that's DM Descent. Probably has to be at this point.
Yeah, it definitely has to be. Yeah, Teto finding the lamp in Skull, so, well, that connector... I mean, it did, not that it did anything logic-wise, for third GT small.
Ari, are we gonna have to climb GT today?
I mean, we don't think we found Ganon yet, so probably.
Oh yeah, I don't think we have. Maybe that was answered for us already then.
Sometimes you gotta ask the question to, like, really formulate it in your mind.
Yeah, usually, like, if you're running one of these, you just kind of ask yourself, and then there's no chat to call you out on not paying attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, Teto gonna finish up Skullwood's gonna figure out where the connectors go to.
This is a little awkward because Teto will be using both his small keys now, so he's going to have to find one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Unless he wants to, like, just 50-50 another drop down. But that's going to be a little awkward. It's not even 50-50, it's a 1 in 3.
We do have that Skullwoods big. Very nice setup there. We're so good we're doing it twice. It's $50 for it. Andy going to swim over to the Dark Shopping Mall area, Southeast Dark World. 3 hot and spicy new entrances for us. Check it 2. One of them very cold, nothing of value.
Ooh, that's Pollard's.
Potter's Moment. Brought to you by Dark World Shopping Mall.
I can't believe that worked, Teto.
That was amazing. I've never seen that. That's incredible.
That looked so sketchy. And of course, it's the last drop down that's actually going to save in the key. This is quite the time investment to
yeah.
make sure
It does look like we have a pendant pod today.
Oh, let's go!
Andy knows exactly what to do with those.
It's like he's repositioning already to do a hover or something. But it looks like he's just going to... Yeah, he's just going to do
Okay, Cape in Skullwoods for Teto. So this is every check in Skullwoods done except the boss.
Yeah, that's it's going to be quite the difference.
You know, it's funny, if you were here for Andy's last race against Obscure, the boots being on right side pod actually costing him a bit as we get our second Castle Tower small key. So getting them first in pod, maybe, I doubt he's even thinking back to last week, but you know, you gotta, when you're on comm, sometimes you just have to drum up some storylines.
Oh, sure.
Hey, it's Desert Middle.
Oh my god!
This is huge!
He's happy. Happy Andy.
Alright, so we found Hookshot Cave on Teto's side. I kind of missed where that was. Okay, that's in the village.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like it had anything.
Yeah, not gonna follow through to the other end. Andy gonna check right side. We do finally find the old man lower. It's kind of useless to us, but it is off the table now. Yo, Desert Rights Vanilla.
Yeah, I would assume that Annie's just gonna take this over to east of mountain. Oh no. Okay. Oh, maybe just more entrances. I thought the alternative was to just check like the TR bridge now as well. The mirror is going to give us a lot of options.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, he's going to be able to do what Teto is doing now, but then with boots and mirror. So not having to go back to race game, not having to go back to K45, all those little things are going to be a big difference.
And Teto finding the dam, I believe this was at the archery game in Dark World, so is going to be able to check that item down south at some point soon. This is actually, I will say this is kind of bad for Teto in the sense that, you know, if there's something of value in the entrance at left race game, he's going to have that kind of isolated with little incentive to go back.
Oh, for sure.
absolutely love the mirror sound effect transition for
So good.
this. Okay, the potion shop is going to be at Bonk Rocks today.
Yeah, all you can really hope for Teto is that he doesn't really get too sidetracked by anything that he finds. But I don't think there was anything really in this area. So as long as he doesn't follow this dark connector here, that's a Swamp Palace, he should be okay.
Yeah, and if he deduces it, I think the connector's actually up at Hype Cave, but I think he should be able to deduce where it's at, or which one it is, being North Dark World.
Oh yeah, he did enter the other Dark Cave as well back then, so that makes sense.
Ooh, this kind of stinks, because we're losing our portal, we're walking away. But we do get Super Bunny lower at the Graveyard Ledge, and it is a one-way trip.
Oh yeah. Unless you only want the pot. Sometimes relevant for pottery.
Sure. Ooh, big key to
that's a big
desert.
one.
Another reason to go back, and a small to mire. And this is gonna spit Andy out up top. Gonna mirror and see what's here. It's a Gina.
Nice.
Everyone take note, Agina wears green clothes. That ever confuses you on a tracker? Where it
And
has
he
both Saha
Yeah.
and Agina?
And he says different things depending on where you are in the game.
I wish Andy would talk to him right now, because he talks about a fart, and that's like clearly some high quality content.
It's definitely Andy level content for sure. A little bit of extra safety in Teto making his way over to the Dark Shopping Mall, so given
This is
that
good.
he doesn't miraculously die here, he'll be in a good spot.
Oh
my
no,
goodness.
I'm
Double
scared.
bomber.
I'm scared. Please.
If you think that normal stuff sure is dangerous, this area is so bad. He gets the pixel perfect lineup though.
What a gamer. Okay,
Alright.
he's made it into pod. He's gonna get his boots.
And the brilliant thing too for him is that once he checks Desert Middle, he'll be extra incentivized to check the torch because he just got the boots.
Exactly.
It's super good. Like, it was hilarious for Andy, but it's amazing for Teto.
Yeah, from the Teto vantage point, it's definitely the best happy accident ever.
Andy will be getting his lamp, and we'll see how much he tries to avoid. I mean, that he, because the layout obviously sucks a little bit.
Yeah, and the only thing of value that we found by doing that was the cape. Now, we do have bumper entrance available to us on the mountain. We have not seen where the top goes, but all of our, like, honestly, all of our connectors that are of value to us, like in the overworld, I think we found. We have a way to get to Desert Ledge. We have a way into Mire area. We have a way, you know, Andy just found the way up on top of Bumper Cave. So, and Teto's found, or they both found rather, the floating island up on the mountain.
Yeah, there's nothing really else that we would want at this point. You're right. Yeah, the only awkward thing regarding Pod is that because it's so far out of the way, I guess that it's not that bad with the desert connector that we know about. But it's not that easy to be incentivized to come back.
Yeah, it's just so all by itself. Yeah, Andy doesn't care. He's just heading on in.
Yeah, because I'm not exactly sure what Teto was thinking, because at this, like, Andy will be able to get the small key that's always in
mirror.
the bunker room. Yeah. So I'm not exactly sure why Teto decided to jump down and then basically get locked out here, which means that he had to open the door that leads upwards. But yeah. Good news, Teto will be getting his mirror. And yeah, Andy still has probably a slight lead with being able to like single dip this entire trail over to South Dark World. But
yeah, now the stuff. But yeah, in the end, he may be a little ahead. But right now, Andy does still have to check all this. I'll be curious to see where Teto heads after this. Probably out one of the desert entrances, maybe the right one.
Yeah, that's what I would assume as well, and then probably just make his way back to any of like. Maybe he'll just, like, save and quit, but it does look like he's going to the west. Interesting. What does he want in Kang?
I
think he never checked this?
I don't think he ever checked it. That's the look of, oh, hey, this is here. I guess I never checked it.
Oh! Uh-oh. Well, that explains why he didn't have the mirror info.
I've definitely had that look on my face before playing this game. Alright, Andy also not going through Hookshot Cave Connector. Kind of like we were saying earlier, not really a reason to at this stage.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, what does... Okay, is Teto just going back to Dark Shopping Mall to just swim over to Pod area? That makes a certain amount of sense.
I kind of like it. He could take the portal up to Catfish, you know, knock that out.
Yeah, that's definitely an option as well. Yeah, there's a couple of things you can do. I just thought that it would probably be more recent. I guess not, because, like, if the Brother connector led to something like Dark Sank instead of all the way to Dark Lumberjack, probably would be more incentivized to just come back there and continue the trail from there. But in this case, this is... Oh,
I'm scared.
Right,
Andy checking that mirror entrance. Ooh, it's Saha. Skullwoods is our green pendant. Saha, the yellow clothes individual.
Well, nothing important here. Okay. And Teto's giving me heart attacks with how risky he's been playing.
I think right before this, he had a casual boots tourney race that he had a really good time on. So, you know, maybe the two seeds in a row. Not sure how often he does tourney races back to back.
Oh my god!
Unbelievable. He's unfazed.
Just drink that blue goo or something.
I would be, like, screaming at myself right now, panicking.
Yeah!
He got lottoed!
The reverse lotto.
No!
Oh. Pod area is dead to us.
I think he has to go there. There's not much left.
They can do East Arctic Mountain now as well. Like,
Oh,
he has
yeah.
stuff to do. Like, you can follow Haru Castle to west to get to the TR Bridge, for example. Like, there's a couple of things he has left.
Now, that's information actually Teto has that Andy does not. About that connector to the TR Bridge.
Didn't Andy check that?
If he
I thought he did.
Maybe. I don't think he did, though. I don't think he went out left. I could have missed it. But I guess we'll find out soon.
Andy not even giving us the 99 for the fans.
I needed the X99.
But you could have dragged that blue and then just bought it one day.
Alright, so Andy going to Potter's area now, I guess, and wrapping things up with Catfish. Ooh.
No smoky yet, and no specking this tournament, so we'll only be getting this map to TR, which is actually new info. That's good. we'll probably be ending our red. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Like, when do you include pyramid? I guess Andy hasn't done like dark witch catfish yet, so it'll probably be going all the way up. Odd.
Yeah, most likely the case. Either that or he goes through the brother connector again, though I'm not sure if that's any faster.
Yeah, it's just always kind of an awkward decision to make, so I don't think we're ending at pod here. Especially because, yeah, like you said, like the options are still running a little bit dry. The other option that we have, by the way, is going to like the Maya area and mirroring to go into the desert and stuff.
Yes. Very true. We actually got 3 entrances over there. 4. Check it. We could go into desert main left, back, and checkerboard cave.
Oh, Teto didn't follow great for a ledge. Interesting. Spicy. Oh, okay.
Ooh, the fire rod. Was that? Okay, no, that was in pod area.
That was in pod, yeah. I guess Teto will be finding that too, but man, the Skullwood's entrance is super isolated now. What runners can do at this point is follow like to the rock middle to the front and get 3 extra checks and an entrance. I guess we'll be finding that entrance soon enough anyway, unless it's mids locked, but
Okay, this is what you were talking about. So yeah, we can check this Light World Death Mountain and Dark Mountain. The other thing to keep in mind was like, I think, did Andy actually go through Hyrule Castle left though to get to that TR bridge?
I thought he did, but maybe he didn't. Maybe I thought he did at the very start of the siege, but oh, I guess not because he checked Link's house so late. Yeah, no, you might be right.
All right, so we do find another item cave. Gonna give us our blue mail. We see pod dependent, a 5/6. We knew that already. But we are looking for, I guess, one last pendant.
Yeah. And 2 crystals here, so it has to be in the Dark World then, because we got a crystal out of Eastern. So there's a 50-50 left, I think. I don't have an actual. Oh, well, I can just watch Penny's tracker.
Yeah, I want to say it's
ice.
Yeah, and ice is open to us. It's not clearable because no hammer yet, but it is open. Not words you really want to hear at this point.
Absolutely wonderful. Okay, and he does not drop it. What? He fixed the one and gets rewarded with Blind's Hideout. Alright.
Well,
that's Potters.
Oh my god!
Hammer. It's a double Potters.
I think we're just looking at a bunch of keys now. And maybe an entrance or two. So we definitely want Teto to drop left, or at least use his mirror and on the bridge to the left.
Yeah, that's going to be a little important. Yeah, ice is actually fully clearable now. Well, not fully. It's not logic without the big key, but still. It's,
We are being corrected. We do need an ice rod. I'm being corrected, I guess. That's true.
Yeah, okay, so instead of doing the desert area first, makes a certain amount of sense. Okay, well.
So there's that bumper cave connector we were talking about not being necessary.
Oh, alright.
Alright, we found Bubbly Clouds, aka Tower of Hera.
Appropriate.
Alright, Ari, I need to know, do you Herapot here and then leave the small chest below the big chest so there's more incentive to come back?
Hell no!
Okay, alright. I didn't know if there were any Like, I know Andy's not gonna do it. If he does it, I'm gonna be surprised after what happened when he listened to Telethar and that one seed.
I have a lot of respect for Telethar and his opinions. I'm not gonna skip an item.
All right, so it looked like there was nothing. Maybe I may have missed it in the back entrance, and we do find the library.
We found Agate Tower, which had nothing.
Okay.
But of course, we don't know if there's anything on Magic Bet, but we don't have access to Magic Bet yet anyway, so... yeah, so we're still going to check the Desert Front entrance, and I think then Teto has to move on to other pastures.
Andy showing us bread pot, as it's called. Super easy way to get in there.
It's so cool that new stuff and new setups still get found.
Oh, bread bowl, not bread pot. Okay.
See, like you wouldn't want to be missing out on the mirror shield. Like it's the most important item in the game.
Ooh, Misery Meyer gonna be at checkerboard. Trying to see. Andy doesn't have that big key. I need Teto's tracker to refresh. I don't think he has the big key either. No, but he does have 6 items that he can't get. Andy getting Furame middle hold. I don't have the emote, but if Clear Mouse is still here, I'm sure she does.
Brutal, savage, wrecked. Now you can check it. Well, there you go.
Perfect.
So you skip it so that if you do get middle hold, you have a free check. That's brilliant. I never considered that. Okay, so Teto actually also doesn't have a small key for Meyer. And that's slightly relevant. Like this trip throughout Meyer is going to be a little bit slower.
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't think you're going to avoid going in once you find it anyway, so...
Hey, speaking of Meyer small keys, there you go. One on Moldorm.
Yeah, see, in Teto's case, you can just skip cutscene chest. You have 0 keys. It's never gonna be in logic. Like in Andy's case, you have 2, and then you actually have to think about whether you do cutscene chest here.
Yeah.
Okay, Teto's just like, I'm not gonna do compass chest either.
I'm just out of here. He may go back over for it. Ooh, Ice Rod. Okay.
Oh, we can do Trinexx. All right.
Trinexx available.
We're going to have to start thinking about what we still need. So we need a Swamp Small.
We do get Tempered Sword.
Big, and a GT big.
I think we're gonna need mitts too. I mean, there's so few entrances left. I mean, where's GT gonna be?
Mimic Cave?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true.
Maybe? But you're right. It could be in Bump Shop as well.
So yeah, we do still have. I'm forgetting we've got K45 available to us, unless I've mistracked that. Mimic Cave, like you said, and yeah,
there's
I think
still like the shop in Vu, like because we get the hammer now, like that's
right
available to us. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like there's back of skull. There's still like 5-6 options left, I think, but we are running a little bit lower. This is nowhere near in logic, by the way, for Teto. Like, we're still missing 2 TR smalls, but you're not going to do this.
Yeah, you need the crystal. This is actually going to pop him out TR front. We haven't seen that yet. So that's like going to be new information for him. Could put him in a very, reasonable spot. Maybe if it pops out at 45, please do not die, Teto. If he pops out at 45, that's one less travel trip he needs to make. Gets Trinexx down with 5 swipes. So, Trinexx exploding. Andy heading back to Meyer. Gives us a single rupee, but does give us another crystal. So, crystal count at 2-2. Very close so far. I'm being told that K45 has been checked. It was not major. Oh, this actually puts him out in Village of Outcasts. So that removes one more entrance off the table for us.
Yeah, I was like, there's no way you don't do the front here, right? But okay. We're safe.
Okay, Andy is going left side in Meyer. 3 key locked, but has only 2. Surely we'll find another one. Oh, 2 swords are in here.
Alright. Well. I'm speechless.
I mean, we're gonna be on Butter Sword before this is all said and done, I guess, for Andy.
Yeah, he's not gonna need it, but of course it's nice to be able to do a quick kill on either Cold Stare or Trinexx or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the little awkward part is that Teto still needs to follow Super Bunny Cave and get his desert big. That's something that has been missing out on for now.
Ooh, the desert small over here. That's 2 more items. That puts desert fully into logic.
Yeah. Well, he's following the back, so he's gonna go to. Yeah, he's probably gonna drop down in the middle though and get Hera.
He'll get Hera, and then he could do Skullwoods if he chooses. Andy getting his Ice Rod. The question is, will he take the extra trip back that he's gonna need to go get the hammer out of Blind's Hut?
Hmm. Getting a good chuckle out of the second sword here.
Shades of the spoiler race yesterday. 2 swords and Pendant Swamp.
All wonderful.
1 in the back, 1 all the way left side. Right, Teto running back. Andy fluting away. We'll see where his next play is going to lead him. Heading to, looks to be TR, similar to what Teto did.
Yeah, seems reasonable. Okay, getting a middle drop down, getting the bumper cave connector here. And then Hera. We'll probably be doing the same thing that Andy did, hopefully minus the middle hole.
Yeah, we can always hope. No middle hole today. Andy not too thrilled about that Ice Rod shot missing, but gonna recover this decently. Gonna still get 1 cycle here from the head.
Yeah, sometimes it's just gonna happen. It's actually like it's a pretty tight time to get 0 cycle with Gold Sword still. Like it's very easy to try to like fire off the Ice Head too early. So all in all, it's not gonna be too bad.
So Andy getting his single rupee and crystal number 3. And Teto are going to be right behind him here with Molnorm as far as evening up the crystal count. Nicely done. So this is going to put us having all of TR checked, all of Hyrule Castle checked, 5 out of 14 in Pod, all of Eastern checked, 2 of Desert. We still have a couple like one-offs left, so with Skullwoods, Thieves, we're missing that big key before we can get any more items from there. And, you know, Desert Back's available now, so.
Yeah, Desert Back's available. Even the rest of Desert, like, it's not all in Logic. Like, the big key stuff is in Logic, but of course, small key, we're still missing a couple pieces. But still, like, it's 4 checks in Desert, or we can get 7 in Ice. Of course, we don't know if Ice is dependent on Crystal. That's kind of the big question mark here. So that's understandable why Andy's still delaying this. So we'll have to see what he does now. I don't know exactly where he's headed.
Headed into Mimic Cave. He's gonna go ahead and check this item cave off.
I've been slacking on my entrance tracking, so I'm glad you're on top of things.
Gets a big key to Ice. So, I don't know, Ari, if you see this, are you a little more tempted to dive into Ice sooner than later?
Yeah, probably. I mean, 50-50 is not the worst odds, right? And, I mean, solid chance. You don't actually have that many awesome options left. I would probably finish Desert first, just knowing that I have to do it at some point anyway.
Right. And Teto just tried to go to Skullwoods, like I mentioned he may do, but no small key, so not able to do it, unfortunately. So that is actually kind of coming into play a little bit now. That was Green Pendant. It could be an inadvertent time save if Andy chooses to do it and it's a full-on bust. So, Teto a little animated, unsure if he's not too happy about that or if he's just carrying on.
I'm confused because he did all that work trying to avoid using that small key that he got, right? So what actually happened? Did he not get the...
I think he still had... I guess he didn't get the one in the pot. I'm not 100% sure. Because see, Andy has 2 listed where Teto only has 1 on the tracker. And I'm assuming both of them are auto-tracking.
Yeah, but that one would be... The pot key is not counted. So like Andy got an extra one just from a chest somewhere.
Well, we'll find out one day.
Yeah. Okay. Andy's gonna do the back of Desert now. Teto's gonna follow up on the mirror checks.
We're being told it was Blind Hut, so Blind Hut is gonna have that for us. Now, Teto's probably gonna feel extra bad here because he's gonna find Saha and see that it is Skull Woods. It's like, man, I was just there.
Yeah, it's interesting. We do have the back of pod, but without a 4th pod small, nothing is in Logic, aside from everything we've got already. So no real incentive to go back there just yet, but of course it is a solid amount of checks. It's like 6.
Yeah, you want to assume something's probably there. It's just not guaranteed. So, Teto gonna pop into K45 and see it is Garbo. Andy in the Land Molas fight. Gonna take down Landmo 1, getting a Bombos medallion. That opens up the Mire entrance if he wants to go back, but more importantly, Crystal 4. We're more than halfway there.
Yeah, nice not to have to worry about that. So I might be... I don't know if he actually has done the desert checks yet, so he might be able to combine that just now. But it does look like we're going up to Death Mountain, so yeah, like Teleport saying in chat, probably Ice Palace.
Yeah, Ice seems good. I mean, there is the chance it's going to be your knowledge, you know, one way or another. You know, if you're Andy, you're hoping this is a crystal, you don't have to worry about Thieves anymore. If you're in chat, you're probably thinking, I hope this is a pendant because I want it to be a ped seed.
A nice last second frame, or like electrocution.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Okay,
Teto,
he's gonna find his hammer soon.
indeed, and we'll see what this is. This will be new info for us. This could be GT, and if it is, that could be huge, but it's or rather brewery, just a compass.
Okay, but after this, at least he'll be able to immediately do Skullwoods if he really wants to. Like, even knowing that it's dependent.
Big key on Andy's side, 2 GT. Nodders in the chat there. Andy feeling good about finding that.
So for Andy, it's if this is the crystal.
Oh, there's powder, dude! You don't want to see that! That's gross.
So if this is the crystal, we only need Mire Bacon and Swamp Small and to find GT. So we are kind of slowly eking our way towards go mode. And Teto is going to the back of Skullwoods, clearing it out.
Yeah, I like this play.
So why does he have 2 smalls now? Did he just leave because it was a pendant, or...?
I wonder if he left because it wasn't in logic.
Yeah, he did have an extra small, so... yeah.
Right, so, I mean, we understand he came back with the extra small, but he had one to complete the dungeon when he was first in here, so I guess... Ooh, big key to Thieves!
Okay, so either way, this was going to be required.
Oh, it is the soul! I was like, is this it?
Big Ice always has it. Ah, we needed this small key. Okay. I was wondering, why is there 7 out of 8 and we're going this way, but it makes sense now.
So yeah, we've seen everything. Ooh, this is a Spike Cave check from Teto. We have not seen this yet. Alright, Andy dropping into Cold Stare. Gotta take down the shell. Does so. Small key to pod over on Teto's side. Just a few gold sword slashes on phase 2. Gonna end this fight to give Andy a piece of heart, and it is a crystal. So we have knowledge that Thieves Town is a pendant.
Now we're less excited about finding that big key.
Now that's bad news bears.
Alright, what are we gonna do on Teto's side? We're going to go back into the dark world.
Yeah, if you're Teto, you're cashing in, I think, on that green pendant. Like, I think that's kind of like immediate. You invested the time into it. If that's huge, like, I think it's a while before Andy gets back to that. I don't see him going back anytime soon.
There's just so few things that could still be at this point, though. Yeah,
Andy going
5 GT.
Yeah, Andy going the entrances route, gonna open up Mire in the overworld with this Bombos medallion to see if it is important. And it just takes so long.
Yeah, and Teto really needs to go through Super Bunny. Like, those are 2 checks for him. It's gonna lead to Bumper Cave, which... oh, well, that's funny.
Man.
That was a confused math face.
That's too good.
The wrong Saha in the back of Skullwoods. Okay,
All right.
so it looks like Teto is going to ice, which means that he's not going to be able to get the swamp big. This probably is not a big deal.
He's probably fine. I'm curious where Andy's going. Have we not seen the pyramid yet?
Not for him. Teto has checked it, just a big 20. But
Okay.
it makes sense he wants to check this at some point.
Yeah, after this, it's between the two runners, it's gotta be Mitts, I think.
Okay, apparently we did check it, but we haven't seen Dark Witch for him. Okay. Sure. Yeah, you're right. I think I've seen everything. So back to pod it is then at some point.
Yeah,
The Fairy entrance is not a thing yet without Swamp Palace. So we need to find Swamp anyway.
Yeah, just trying to think all this through. We don't know from either runner what the TR entry is, but that's still going to be locked behind Mitts, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay, Telethar, wanting the vanilla GT. That actually would kind of be funny, but...
Oh, that would be brilliant.
Thanks, I'd hate it. I don't know, I'm a little tempted by Thieves Town right now.
Oh yeah, Thieves Town is a thing, Back to Pod is a thing, more so for Teto with the 4 smalls. Okay, and you're gonna follow the one to TR Bridge, finding the compass in Brewery. And of course,
Oh,
there
the
is
powder.
that powder.
Oh, don't remind me.
Yeah, there are certainly some sequences that could still happen in this sea. Like, it's been pretty comfy overall. Like, I think no matter what happens, the runners are going to be able to do the checks, like, efficiently enough that there's going to be no, like, super trolley sequences that are, like, really unfun.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's still out there that could result in, you know, no fun, per se, is going to be like if the book shows up late and then it leads to progression. I think that was kind of a factor in one of Andy's prior races last week.
Yeah, that would make sense. Oh yeah, we still have these desert checks as well. There are a couple of isolated things left. And it makes sense that Andy doesn't want to commit to one of the pendants just yet, but yeah, something is missing.
The text box that used to be my entire identity.
Oh, we're just skipping iced tea? Okay, Teto. Oh no, we're not. We don't have the big chest. Never mind. Why am I looking at the item counter?
Because it's there to aid us most days. All right, right side desert. Hot garbage. Pod's looking good.
Yeah, Pod or Thieves. Like,
Pick your poison.
okay,
I think we're
Andy
going Pod.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yep, this is the Pod play.
And it's the Thieves one for Teto here.
Yeah, so Divergence, and honestly, we could see go mode here very shortly. This is like one of the most stressful parts of the seed as a player, when you know that you're like 1, 2, 3, or maybe 4 items from go mode, you know, and they start counting down, and then you just hit this huge stall where nothing comes for the longest time.
Yeah, and it's usually a bit less prevalent in CrossKeys because you're doing. Oh my god.
Okay.
For the most part, you're doing like semi-productive things anyway, but especially in like normalcy. Oh my god.
Oh, it's the mitts. I mean, you keep checking things here, but that's a huge find.
Yeah, that's the thing that we were looking for the most part. Like, it doesn't open up a whole lot. Like, it's Smith Chain, it's Hammer Pack plus Total Rock entrance. Like, entrance-wise, like, with the Mario axis already open, it's not a whole lot, but yeah, it could be the big one. Like, we also have Ice Palace, with the Rule of Humbug.
So, help me out here, because I know you know the logic better than me, and I know chat knows it better than me too. I'm assuming that is 4 key locked.
Yes.
Okay. So, yeah. So, another question, chat is: will Andy finish this dungeon? The answer is very much no. We don't have a big key, so we're not going to be able to. But we are out of here.
Yeah, we're probably just bum rushing ice right now. And then we're just gonna follow all the other entrances. I guess we're not going to ice first things first.
Alright, come on. 8. Nope.
Hello?
A little early. Ooh, Hyrule Castle, small. Not required, but logically has implications. So new entrances here for Andy. We finally get some new things to check off our tracker and play along. It's Ganon's Tower, Rule of Humbug. Somebody ping Humbug.
Never doubted you, Humbug.
Oh, it's the mushroom. Yeah. It's too bad we already got the shovel. Could have been into mushroom, into shovel.
Got the soundboard ready.
It won't pick up on my account. Smash that button. Alright, into the blind fight for Teto.
Into mushroom, into your mom.
Yeah, it's still Swamp Small and Mire Big. Oh, that would have been funny if that was it.
Swamp Small on blind.
Okay, well, so we're doing that first. Okay, we're just not doing left side. We're just going up.
We're just climbing.
This is the sequence for sure, but okay, Andy. Like, if I had found one of the 2 items, like if I had found either Swamp Small or Mire Big, I would be a bit more inclined to just climb and hope to find the other one. Like, it makes sense. It's just like, why do you move right side into climb into left side?
Right. I don't know, this could be to mitigate, you know, accidentally using too many keys. Plus, like, there's no time to lose. If you do this, like, you're not losing any time.
No, for sure. Like, I definitely agree with climbing. I just don't know why you do right side into climb into left side.
Yeah.
Climb into the rest. Yeah, okay, no, that makes sense.
Teto heading into Swamp Palace. A lot of checks here. He could be expecting mitts. It may pull him left side. You know.
Good joke. There is 0 chance Teto does left side here. Okay, he remembers to not specking. Probably the hardest thing to do in Swamp right now. Yeah, GT is 100% required this seed, simply because Ganon is behind the climb. Yo, nice second cycle right there. Very clean. Yeah, the interesting part will be if the Mire Big is here in Swamp, then it will take a bit longer for Teto to actually come back.
Yeah.
And he still needs that Desert Big. And it's like the more he finds, the more he's gonna get led away from Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like you're potentially thinking, I'll find the top of Super Bunny eventually. You know, like, it's a very low % chance it's going to be somewhere inaccessible, but, you know, we know where it's at. And, unfortunately, that is the case today.
Yeah.
Big key.
There's the Mire
To
Big.
Mire! Okay, that's it, isn't it? Like, between the two, that's it. We just need... Andy's gonna have to do Pendant Thieves. I think what we probably see is Andy is gonna come back to GT. I think he would. It's like the most dense option. And then do left side. That's gonna give Teto a little bit of time. Because if he gets the GT, he'll have no reason to do anything. Well, I'll take that back. Like you said, Desert Big. So we'll see.
Yeah, depending on the sequence that Teto takes, that's going to kind of make or break the race at the moment. Like, if he immediately goes to pod, finds the mids in the book, and just follows everything there before going back to Graveyard Ledge for the Desert Big, then he's in huge trouble. But if he does find the Desert Big first and follows that chain, and then goes to pod, because there's a lot that can lead him away from pod at that point. A lot less water.
Nice
But
triple.
Similarly, Andy might just be baited by... Oh, nice double triple there for Andy. That's a friendly pattern, but you still need to be able to execute it. So that's nice. Andy might still be baited by the rest of the mids too. Like, of course, he has easy access to Smiths now. He has, like, a couple of entrances together with Turtle Rock that he has easy access to. So it's not like, yeah, Teto is going to just continue over to pod right here. So both runners will probably be baited away from their go modes for just a little bit. But yeah, they're both on a timer. Like, there's only so much they can do before they're kind of like funneled into the
Exactly.
last few
All right, Andy gonna flute away, probably to 6. Yes, gonna head to Mire. Mire has just moved over to checkerboard today. 2 more items here. So we'll see big chest, we'll see the boss.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see Vanilla Bicky chest on Teto's side here as well. Like, he has the 1 extra small key that he can spend, but he also might want to save it, especially with that book and being able to get potential pet info. You might want to save it for if you do find the big key at some point.
Yeah, from his vantage point, that's very a good heads-up play. Teto getting his mitts. So we talked about the divergence earlier when Andy was in pod and Teto in Thieves Town. Neither one of them were the wrong play. They were both right.
Yeah.
Just a matter of which one do you need for which sequence.
Yeah, and then the question is, like, usually you want the option that opens up less. And in a way, Teto found the option that opened up less. But then pod was still the other juicy play. So it's just a really awkward situation. And yeah, Teto is probably just going to do the same thing that Andy did in a way. Like, he still needs Desert Big and Mire Big. So, small incentive to clear out everything in GT. So we'll see if he immediately climbs, or if he does something similar to what Andy does, but Andy will probably be headed back here soon enough. Yeah, he's just gonna go into the basement.
All right, we'll learn maybe if is this the thing amongst the runners? You go right side and then you climb. You don't do anything but that.
This is a meta development I have not been informed of.
Alert the council. Oh wait.
This is a question for the future admins. I'll make a forum post about it right now.
Well, we've made it to Vitreous. Well, the room before Vitreous.
Yeah, there should be zero problem with 13 Hearts Gold Sword. Okay, I'm very disappointed in Andy's use of 2 extra arrows there to finish off the eyes when 1 slash would have done the same job. But oh, another big key to pod.
That's dead to us. But I'm wondering if Andy's even remotely considering that.
And the pod tripled it. Let's go.
It's even better when that third dip of the triple is useless.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so this is good for both runners. With Teto going back left side, Andy doing it as well, this is going to be kind of a wash. The only thing, time disadvantage for these folks. Oh, is he? Okay, he's ethering. I was like, is he going to mirror out of here? But, you know, just whatever execution time is going to be the difference at this stage.
Yeah, and in general, Andy probably has like the advantage there just because of his sheer years of experience and practice in NMG. Like, I think everybody knows just how many wacky modes Andy has played over the years and how much experience he has.
Yeah, I want to say the wackiest mode I've seen Andy play is Casual Boots.
It's kind of wacky to see Andy play Casual Boots, I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of basic bitch for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So, we're continuing left side. Andy a little behind on the checks from Teto. Andy getting a Skullwoods small key. Andy still has that option available, by the way. Skullwoods could be something he needs to do.
It's some logic now.
Another big key shows up. Hera big. Teto chuckling about that one.
Yeah, all these one-off checks are just appearing right now. Like, at some point he might find out Ice Big as well, I think? I don't even remember what that was. Like...
Yeah, the ice Big is not here, but I forgot where.
Yeah, of course he'll be finding the Meyer Big on top, but... Yeah, Andy probably will be having a little chuckle as well.
It's something you don't want to see, really.
Oh, there's the last pulse, small. Yeah, and at this point, it's just like, you roll a die, and then you pick where you go. Like, there's nothing more to it. Nice silvers.
Ooh, something you don't mind seeing. That's gonna save Teto just a little bit of time. No, I think Andy executed that fight okay. No lightning, so technically not a time save with Vidi, just more convenience.
Well, like, it's 6 fewer arrows on the end.
Fair, yeah, fair.
Yeah, so that's 5 pot smalls for Andy, so he'll be able to full clear everything, get the last 3 checks for him. Not that he really wants to, but maybe kind of tips the skills a little bit in favor of pod.
I think the question now is going to be, we didn't see Teto do Tile Room, but will Andy do it?
Yeah, you might be a bit inclined to do it. Maybe it just, in that sense, kind of depends on how good you're feeling. I think, like, in either sense, like, you know that Teto usually plays a bit more aggressively. So if you feel behind and just kind of want to like hedge your bets, it's like, well, this might be, if it's here, I just like insta win in a sense. It's kind of like Left Side Swamp. Like if you play Left Side Swamp against Teto, you know you're investing a time that he's not going to. But if something's there, you just auto win.
Yeah, for sure.
So this might be a similar play, but in general, Andy is a little bit more thorough than the average runner to begin with. But he can also kind of out-execute most people in that sense, so he can afford to. Yeah, I don't remember where path small number 6 was.
I want to say it's somewhere involved with that green pendant and the moth fight. I could be wrong, but I want to say that.
Oh yeah. All these small keys that are showing up that are not the one you want. There's only 3 left in the pool for Andy.
Is this a play to Thieves?
Yeah, it looks like it is, and yeah. Yeah, at this point, Teto is on a negative timer. Like, Andy went here so fast.
Yeah, this is kind of unfortunate for Teto, but Andy will be getting his go mode soon.
Yeah, like, it's a shame. Like, even if the Desert Big Key was in his inventory already, like, Teto would not have enough time to finish all the 3 dungeons that he needed to. The Kirby music is great, but it's so hectic 90% of the time. Yeah, that's one of the big keys that Teto needed. And we'll see if he actually commits to the left side skip when it comes to it.
There's that other GT small that Teto found. And with Swamp being where it's at, I mean, I guess no matter what, you save and quit when you get the item to skip that the pendant fanfare rather, or refill, because you're gonna have to either run over or flute to 5 something to get to Dark World.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think save and quitting is still faster. 13 seconds for the fanfare is quite a bit. Alright, well, Teto will be also getting the double triple. Looks like a good first cycle. Oh, let's go. Bovrun is getting the double triple. Huge gaming in the free bracket here.
We love to see it.
I think looking for a small key is like one of the worst things because there's so many in the pool, and every time you find a small key, it's like, oh, is this the one? Nope.
Yeah, it's kind of like in CrossKeys, the proverbial big key hunt, where every single time it's the last one you need is the last one you find.
I'm a little surprised that Teto isn't just going straight to Meyer here, but this looks like it is the Great Road Ledge track, just a little tad too late.
And there's the save and quit from Andy at the 151.40 mark. We are in go mode.
Yeah, like we were saying, it does make a certain amount of sense to just kind of delay checking this, just in case you find the other side. But, yeah. Sadly... there's the face.
But that is go mode for Teto, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it should be.
Okay, well, I guess he's gonna see where he pops out. Has 2 dungeons to do, so gonna be pretty close finish between these 2, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Like, the back of Desert is really fast, but yeah, being able to go mode Swamp, like, of course, like checking whatever Teto did in Swamp is not that much more of a time investment, but Going Swamp is just such a fast dungeon, and yeah, Meyer alone is
No! Oh god! Oh god! I thought he was gonna get DQ'd. The memer got me.
He doesn't even smirk. It's like
He knows. He knows. He's like, I just made these comms freak out for nothing.
What a troll.
You can't call it a troll. It won't on the pedestal. I mean, honestly, from both vantage points, like with both runners being in go mode, relatively around the same time, like, honestly, I don't really think there's anything for either runner to feel bad about, really. I guess the question for Teto, if he decides to interview with us, would be kind of like, when he found Graveyard Ledge area, why did he decide to put that off? But, you know, other than that, every decision's kind of, from their vantage point, made 100% sense.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we moved off the hook shot. Not the most usual play during Artists. Except when you do a swordless slide, I suppose.
Yeah.
But that butter, definitely not swordless.
All right, Crystal 7 for Andy. Should we should run a prediction. Do you think he will go to Ganon next? Yes or no?
Unsure. He might go for 216 out of 216. go GT first, do Tower. Oh wait, he already did Tower Room. I don't know, he's been pretty far. Now it looks like the Pyramid is his next play. Crazy. But yeah, Teto not too far behind. It's about like 2 minutes for him to clear up Meyer. But yeah, like really, this race could have gone either way. It's really just a couple small decisions, and yeah, like Andy beeline Feastown when he did. Like he kind of needed to. Like if he did a couple of extra checks, if he followed the rest of the mids checks, for example, like that would have made the difference.
Yeah, and honestly, you know, we'll have to ask him. That could have been another hedging your bets type deal. Of, you know, my opponent may have done this instead of me. So let's give it a shot and check it. But we're already into phase 3. Wasting our silver arrows.
Yeah, that's what you buy the upgrade for. Maybe you should find a new setup to make sure that you can do damage in phase 3 already.
Oh, okay. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Getting a double here. And into the last hit. Put some GGs in chat for N. Moving on to 4 and 3.
And Andy going across the line and finished with a time of 156.45.
It is possible to sub 2 one of these seeds. Oh my god.
Of course it is.
He's so excited. I think this is his best finish time by far.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Let's see. Yeah, I know you don't, Ari. Let's see if we get some audio changed over. And we'll see if Andy wants to interview.
Oh my goodness, I actually have one race over 2 hours in this tournament.
Wow. All right. We've got Andy in here now.
Wir haben keinen
GG's.
Stand, ist alles gut. Ich bin noch
Boys.
kurz zu Ende, ich muss noch Gen verprügeln, das schaffe ich noch.
I got a sub 2.
You did it.
Jeez.
Aber ich kann kurz zu Denti noch ins
Yeah,
Fass gehen.
couple of really good heads-up plays in this seed. How are you feeling? Like there were
Achso, wir sind bei
there were a couple of sequences that could have definitely let you more straight than they did. So a couple of heads-up plays in this one.
Yeah, I don't know. There wasn't really like I don't know, like a lull in progression this seed for me, at least. I don't think. It seemed like every option I chose led to something I needed, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then like after I'm clearing GT and I'm like looking for Swamp Small Key and it's not in there, I'm like listing all this random crap I have left, and I have like 25 things left. I'm just like, dude, here we go again. Thankfully, my go mode this time was in the best next play I could
Ich
make.
hoffe, dass ich gleich noch geschoben werde, deshalb will ich gerade nicht reden.
But yeah, this was a really fun intro. I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
you mean
wasn't.
like the opening? Yeah, for sure.
It wasn't too terrible. Teto actually got that Moon Pearl like right at the start, so we were curious when you were going to be doubling back to get that glove and everything in that hype cave in the mire area. But yeah, it was interesting early on. We're seeing Teto here get ready to deliver that final shot into Ganon. So Andy, I do want to ask as we get your GGs in chat for Teto, but what made you decide to? Well, did you consider doing any of those glove or mitts checks, or did you just decide I'm gonna do Thieves Town at that point?
I only had like we had a couple mitts checks left after Thieves Town. I think I was probably gonna do the whole like Smith chain and various checks because I like Spike Cave was in Kakariko. I still had I was still looking for Checkerboard Cave as well, so I was gonna do I think after Thieves Town I was actually gonna do Skull Woods and Hera Big Chest. That way I could do Sahashala when I was doing all that crap too.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it was on the horizon, but Thieves Town just made the most sense with 4 quick checks compared to picking random one-offs.
Fair enough. And we are also joined by Teto. GG's.
Hey, GG's.
GG's.
Oh, it seemed like in the first 20 minutes, I'm doing all the right things somehow, and it felt pretty nice. And then later I died in the Dark World and never wanted to go back all the long route. And after I got like, I think it was Palace of Darkness and Dark Iceward Cave, I entered Desert and it was like, oh, a mirror, that's also okay. And then I exited in Kakariko and it was like, oh, I never tracked this right. I never entered this house. So this felt pretty stupid at this point.
I mean, your decisions were still pretty spot on. Because like, you know, you both diverged. Around the time Teto went into Thieves Town was the time Andy went back into Pod, and we were talking, okay, who's gonna find what they need first? And then you both found like a very essential piece of the puzzle, with the Swamp Small being on blind, and then the mitts and the completely bait book being in Pod as well.
Yeah, I never had chance to check this. It was convenient. Thieves Town, Swamp Palace, or you get so many pod small keys, and I had to save a little bit of time throughout the seed. It was pretty lucky that I went after GT up for the 2 checks after Super Bunny Cave. It was like there are 2 items left, and I'm pretty nearby actually. If I play Maya, I'm going for the Smith chain next, and maybe check those 2 right now. And this was a point with like, oh, this might be a comeback somehow with all those skips, left side swamp, and port after the 4 small keys, just left after the mids. And be like, please no 2 small keys more in the seed. And I think in GT, the next 2 small keys were pot small keys. So, and another location I never really wanted to go back.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was really bummed because I took a really weird early Dark World route, and I ended up taking the Dark connector that took me to like South Dark World, so I ended up hitting Pod, and I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be really mad if there's like Pod small keys in Skullwoods and Village of Outcasts or something, because I only have one, and then the boots were there, and I was like, oh, this was perfect, and then Desert was right next door, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. that was a really funny sequence.
I gotta say, it was really great being able to watch the both of you, not so much play the game, but also the reactions from seeing these items. Like having the cams on really made this super entertaining. Just like the sequences between the both of you were fantastic.
I just wanted to say, just use the cam as well, but you did. That's great. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We gotta have that if it's available. I mean, if let's see, where's the thing? I always try to get something fun from someone's thing. So like it would have just been the emote if you didn't have the cam on. So
Your water slide emote is so good.
yeah, I think it's fantastic. But yeah, thanks for doing this race. Obviously fun to play these out. Both of you guys in the pool not making the play and race, unfortunately. But Teto, this is going to move you to 3 and 4, and Andy 4 and 3. Any thoughts? We'll start with Teto. Any final thoughts going into the final week?
Yeah, we are both bad players, and it seems we both don't make the bracket. So yeah, it was a fun race. I think it was the first time playing against Andy since the pre-season of the ladder, I believe. So it's ages ago. So I had a great time, and really great playing against you. And for the next week, yeah, another fun seed, another fun race, whatever the results may be.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm really glad that this tournament waited till I was eliminated to give me a sub 2.
Hey, Andy.
I don't want to know how many 140s you have, all right, Aaron?
How many seeds over 2 hours do you think I have in this tournament?
Oh, I bet 1.
Yeah, it sure is.
And like this seed very well could have just like not been a sub 2. There were so many bad options left. Getting those 2 Aga Tower small keys pretty early, and I was just like, oh no. Like, is this where me and Teto both last locate Swamp small key on Magic Bat?
Yeah, there were definitely some sequence possible that could have just been the worst.
I think if Pod yields nothing, I would have played Powder instead of going back left side Swamp. I don't think I had so many options left, so it was like, yeah, I'm going for this. I don't mind. But
I had a lot of mid stuff left that I did.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy seeing the Hera small or Hera big key show up when it did?
No.
Okay, so Andy, I want to specifically ask you, we were talking about this. Were you considering at all skipping the chest, the small chest in front of the big chest in
Absolutely
in
not. Telethar can go heck himself.
Well, it was funny because Telethar pointed out after you got middle hold, he was like, well, I guess if you fall, you could just check it now. But, you know.
Yeah, no. In 1-for-1 seeds, I went with the Telethar method. I last located my boots below Hera Big Chest, so.
0% success rate, never doing it again.
Exactly. Dude, that's why I haven't skipped Hera Basement, because I had it as progression, like 4 straight tournament seeds.
Yeah. Feel that. Losing by left side Swamp or Hera Basement is always a pleasure. It's like so common.
Yup. But yeah, should be fun. This was a really good race. Thanks for racing, Teto. Yeah, hopefully we'll go 5. I think 5 and 3 is better than I did last year. So we'll hope for that, I guess.
Yeah.
And of course, Dante, Ari, thanks for the commentating and stuff you did.
Yeah,
was a
thanks
great
for.
time.
Yeah, we had a great time doing it. Thanks for letting us. Appreciate you guys letting us use your content and throw it out here. So,
Right,
yeah.
I use it right back, baby.
Yeah, if somebody wants to use it, like I don't, go for it. I'm not gonna care. But yeah, it was really awesome watching you guys race. But I guess we'll get ready to wrap things up here. Any final thoughts from anybody? Chat, you got any thoughts?
Thanks for asking me to co-com. I had a great time with you, and yeah, it's always great time like showcasing these awesome racers who do not deserve to be out of bracket contention already, but still giving us a great show.
That's fine. It's CrossKeys.
Yeah. Oh, so we wanna let you know, Andy. You did the fake out on Specky, and I literally about crapped my pants. I was like, no, dude, and I was like, oh, he got me.
At this point, I was like, what if somebody in chat just said like, this is banned, don't do this, after you did that, and you just move out and go back in, so like you avoided a disqualified by getting spoiler in chat, so you are disqualified anyways. But it might be better playing this woo instead of getting disqualified and fight and replay, because either of us would be like, yeah, let's make another way. It's stupid. So I don't know.
Yeah, let's just normalize this some way or another.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe the ALTTPR League admins are watching. We'll say that. We'll figure something out.
Dude, my fake Specky clip is my signature on the petition to allow it for the league.
All right, perfect. Oh, Ari, it was a pleasure, man. We're gonna head on out of here, but you guys, are there any other races going on right now?
Let's take a look. Scheduling. Full schedule. Another one started at 3 o'clock. Brev versus Walther. No restream. And no other race until 9 o'clock. So.
Unfortunate. Okay.
Game 5, there's an HMG race going on.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, that's super confusing and fun to watch. Fun and exciting randomizer. All
right, Dante, if you join the HMG Mentor Tournament, I'll join.
Well, I won the Overworld Glitches Mentor Tournament.
Oh,
and
did
then,
you?
Yeah, that was like a while back, and I felt bad about it. And then
I was gonna join that, and I also would have felt bad because I was like, I know how to do all this stuff. I just don't know how to route any of this stuff.
Yeah. Like I was considering joining the HMG Mentor Tournament last year, and it was like, but I had all dungeons full record. It's super awkward.
Yup.
We just need somebody needs to explain the logic.
Like, how do you choose between this place that has 10 things and this other place that has 10 things? What's your thought process?
Which one has the better glitches?
Oh man.
Yeah,
GG's guys.
Basement clip, baby.
Thanks for commenting. I will catch y'all later.
All right, have a good one. And huge thanks again to Teto and Ari. I guess I'm just gonna send everybody over to Kelpsy, who is starting up what looks to be an NMG run.
Oh shit.
Big vanilla gaming. Go say hey to Kelpsy. This is a D-Rust for her. But yeah, you guys go show some support. We'll see you guys later. Bye.